Hey, what's going on guys? It's Hunter here, and I wanted to take you through a little bit of a tutorial today and a step-by-step of what I do to shave my face and kind of groom my facial hair. Several times throughout the week I will have to use just an electric razor and kind of just clean up the neck. It tends to grow in lower than where I normally keep it. When it comes to clean shaving, I only try to do that maybe once a week. I should do more, I could do more, but sometimes it's just a hassle and I don't want to have to take the time to get everything out and do it, even though it doesn't take very long. I normally use this one. It's made by Wall. I got it at, I think, Walmart, and I've been using it for almost 3 years now and been super pleased with it. Battery still lasts quite a long time. It has a ton of attachments so you can get just the right shave that you want. Some of the different attachments that it comes with are different sized actual razor heads, different sized guards, or a little tiny groomer like this, good for nose hairs. And they all detach. They actually all come off so that we can clean all inside, swap them out, and it's got just one plug on the bottom with one switch. It's pretty simple, but it gets the job done. So as far as my razor of choice to actually clean shave my face, or wet shave it, I guess you could say, is this one here. It is the Vanderhagen safety razor. It's the double-sided blade. It actually has the twist top. You can pull out the blade and put it back in there, swap out with a new one, tighten it down, and you're good to go. I absolutely love this thing. It has a great weight to it. I actually use just the Vanderhagen blades that it comes with. I think they're like $2.50 for a 5-pack of the blades at Walmart, so they're really cheap to replace and get new ones, and this thing will last forever. Really, ever since I've been shaving my face, I've been using just a regular old gel shaving cream. This one's by Nivea. I've used it for quite a while, and I enjoy it. It works well. I actually picked up something new a few weeks ago, and this is the Vanderhagen Shave Butter. It's interesting. They say, because it's like shaving cream, you wash it off, but this one actually claims that you can just leave it on after you finish shaving, whatever's left, kind of rub it into your skin, and it acts as a moisturizer. So this seems pretty cool, and actually for this video I'm going to kind of use it for the first time as a shaving cream and kind of let you know what I think of it. Another thing I want to tell you about, it's my little secret, my little shave secret, is this stuff called Shave Secret. And if you can see that there, it's just this little tiny dropper bottle with this oil in it. So the instructions say,
add wet and soak the shaving area, add 3 to 5 drops and massage in the wet palms, and then massage in the shaving area.
And then you basically say you're supposed to be able to not even have to use shaving cream with this. Literally just use the oil and that's it. But I'm still a little leery of that. So I use this kind of as a base. So I'll put a few drops, rub it on my skin where I want to shave, and then go over it with the shaving cream. And it really cuts down on any possibility of nicks or just any razor burn or anything like that. So I definitely recommend it. It's like $4 at Walmart and it lasts forever. So now let's get into it. Let me kind of walk you through my steps of what I do and we'll kind of go from there. So first I always start off with the electric razor with just the trimming tip, I guess you would call it. And so I kind of define the line on my cheeks of where I want it to taper down on my face. And how I want to shape it. Some people shape it more round. I personally like a little more squared. I kind of go more at an angle, sharper angle, more diagonal, and then straight up. I'll normally trim back here, kind of leave a space in between my sideburn and my ear. And then of course I go at the bottom and I will just trim along kind of around the edge, start kind of, they say you don't want to go too much lower. I think they say like ½ inch past the jawline or something like that. So yeah, let's start with this and we'll go from there. Okay, so now that I have all of my lines defined and kind of cleaned up, now it is time for me to wet my face. And what you want to do is make sure that the strands of hair and the follicles and the pores and everything are kind of warmed up, so that way the haircut's easier, you're not tugging hairs and it's less irritating to your skin, and it's just overall better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my face. Okay, so my face is wet and kind of warmed up. I always take the razor and just run it under the water for a little bit of heat. I used to do it more with your traditional razor, your 5-blade razor or whatever, so I still do it with this. They say it's good to soak it a little bit, so got that going. So now, Shave Secret.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna use a little more than recommended.
So, running it between your hands, and then I'm just going to kind of apply it to my cheeks. I'm going to be shaving. I'm probably just going to do my cheeks first and then move down to my neck, just because I don't want everything to dry down below before I get there. So I'm just going to make sure it's on my cheeks, everywhere. I'm going to shave, even around it, just moisturizes it, so it's not a bad thing. So now I'm going to take my shave butter. I'm going to squeeze. Like I said, I've never used this before, so I'm just going to use this much. Can you see that? Maybe that much? But it almost smells like baby powder. It's kind of weird. I'm just going to put that on. It's definitely, I don't know, I like the foaminess of a regular shaving cream, but we'll see. Might not be that bad. So I've got my razor wet, I've got the shaving cream on my face, and boom. So kind of want to put it at a downward angle. I'm not going to go too in depth about shaving with this particular razor, and I'm just going to go straight down, a nice stroke. Hopefully you can see this better on the other side when I do the other side. Wow, it's actually working really, really well. Better than regular shaving cream. I'm surprised. So typically, with the safety razor, any kind of razor like this, wet shaving, you want to make a couple passes. One normally with the grain, one against the grain, or kind of sideways. Even just feeling this, it's actually really good. There's a little spot I missed, but other than that, I think that's all I need is that one pass. Nice smooth passes. They say try not to go over the same area too much, especially if there's not any shaving cream on it, because it will irritate the skin. There we go. So yeah, now you can see the line. That's where it's defined. Kind of defines the cheeks, I guess. There's that for you. Let me rinse this off and then we'll move to the neck. So the neck is always a little trickier just because you have a lot more surface area. The skin is normally a little bit looser. So they always say to make sure and pull the skin tight when you're going over an area. So that way you get a closer shave, less irritation, all the good things like that. So after that, you can still feel there's some that I missed because I was actually just going straight down, not with the grain. So I'm actually going to go, this side grows this way, and the other side grows this way. So I'm actually going to go against the grain here and kind of get rid of the rest of that stubble that's there. So let me go over this side and then I'll go back over and clean it. And we're good to go. That is really it as far as using a safety razor. So after you finish shaving with the razor and you get all the shaving cream off and everything like that, they say to finish it up with a splash of cold water. What that does is it not only closes up any pores in the hairs, but it more importantly closes up the pores on your face. So that is done and all cleaned up, baby smooth. I don't know if you can see. I always want to finish it up with some kind of aftershave. They say alcohol-free is the best just because alcohol tends to dry out the skin and irritate it more. So one that I found that I like is the Nivea Men's Original Replenishing Post-Shave Balm. Just rub between the hands, and then I just kind of pat. Every time I do this, I think of Home Alone when the kid is using the aftershave and he screams. I don't know why that's what I do, but definitely recommend getting a post-shave balm of some sort. So now that this is all cleaned up, it's time to go back over with my electric razor to clean up the bulk of the beard that is here. It's getting a little long. It's looking a little scraggly. Just needs to be kind of trimmed down a little bit. Especially the chin is really growing out. I typically leave the chin a little bit longer than I do the sides just to elongate my face a little more and give the appearance, I guess, of my face looking thinner and a little bit longer. So that actually helps with my hair as well. Since my hair has more volume, it kind of stretches out my face so it doesn't look as wide. I think I have a kind of a short, more round face, so it definitely helps. But so I'm going to use this, and I'm actually going to use my this guard. It has settings 1 through 6 on it. So typically on the sides, I'll do about a 4, which I think sizes kind of vary between brands and things like that. But for this particular one, I normally take about a 4 on the sides. I sometimes will fade it from a 3 to a 4 along the top here, because my hair is normally very short. It's normally a sub-0 when I get it cut. My hair's grown back. It's been a little over a week since I got my hair cut, so it's grown back in some, but normally it's a lot shorter. So I'll normally take about a 3 on the sides, cut it down or fade it into a 4, and then normally just kind of fade it with a comb to, I don't even know what length this is particularly, it's just longer. Set it to 4. Just kind of go in all directions just to make sure you get all the hairs cut where you want them. So let's go. Alright, so the trimming and fading of the beard is all done. I ended up using about a 5 through here and just kind of lightly fading it. Nothing like fully pressing up against my chin, just kind of feathering it in. And the sides, I went, like I said, from a 3 to about a 4, and then just kind of faded it into the chin on both sides. So the next thing to tackle is my mustache. So mine tends to grow more outward rather than down, which is a pain, especially back when I used to grow it out and really curl it. It was just a pain because it didn't grow out. It didn't grow down, it just grew out. So a lot of times if you look from the side, especially right now, it sticks out a lot. And so it kind of looks unkept. So what I do for that is normally I would just take my comb and, where's my comb? Here's my comb. So I would just take my comb and actually just stick it, push it through the hairs and everything that was on top of the comb, basically like you're cutting your hair. What I found that works even better now, I was a little scared at first because I didn't want to just accidentally chop my mustache off. But, so using the same guard setup that I used for my face, I use the 3 guard and I will actually just run that across my mustache. And it cuts it even better than I could have gotten it with the comb. So now that I have the mustache thinned out some, it's now time to clean up the lip line. Over time it will grow down over my lip a little bit and just looks, again, a little unkept. Unless you're going for that look where you're really growing your beard out and you're growing your mustache out and you're wanting to curl it, then by all means definitely grow it out.
I used to have mine actually touching my bottom lip. Yeah, I'll probably do that again just because it just did not look that great looking back now. That was the coolest thing at the moment.
But now that I'm keeping my beard shorter, more clean cut, I'm going to just trim it up. I switched up to the larger razor head. So I'm going to use that and actually just go across my lip and make sure I cut the lines straight across, or kind of at an angle, but so I clean that up. They say what you want to do is a closed mouth smile. So just kind of like a grin. So that way it's not too high, not too low, it's just kind of right in the middle. Okay, so I have the mustache done. The lip line is cut. Let me see if I can kind of get closer and that way you can see it. I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, I don't know if you can or not. Hopefully that turned out. So that is done and everything is trimmed up, everything is cleaned. At this time, if you have your electric razor, if you want to kind of clean up your eyebrows at all, or if you have tweezers, need to pluck through the eyebrows, pluck anything off there. So that's just kind of walking you through the steps of what I do to kind of clean up my face and keep all my facial hair in check. And so I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informational. Hope you learned something new. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment box below. If you liked it, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. That would really help me out. And just kind of would also keep you in the loop. That way you know when new videos come out and kind of keep up with my channel and my life. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And always, until next time, take it easy.